Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Leedbase Business Partner Opportunity presentation. My name is Nathan Klug. I'm the Executive Director of Leedbase, and as you probably have already heard from my voice, I'm really excited to be able to share this information with you. And also, the second part of that is that I'm going to get through a lot of information in a short period of time. So this is a recording, so feel free to rewind, understand what this opportunity is, be able to write down questions, and then we can answer them afterwards. But this will be extremely important to give you a good overview of not only Leadbase, but also the business partner opportunity and why you're watching this video. So to start off with, first, I want to thank you for your time. I'm going to tell a little bit about our story, but we created the business partner program because we believe in this software so much that we need to distribute this information a lot quicker. And the best way we know how to do that is by finding other business partners to be able to be distribution points and distribution centers to help more businesses. So if you're watching this presentation, it's probably safe to assume that you're looking for another opportunity, either a side hustle, a new gig, a new career. And specifically, this one is within the SaaS industry, software as a service. And Leadbase is an all-in-one marketing and CRM, so customer relationship management system platform. So we have this all in one place. So to tell a little bit about our story about why Leadbase is, again, my name is Nathan Klug. Robert Hardy, Ken McCreary are also my business partners. And collectively, between the three of us, we've been in the insurance industry for over 50 years. And one of the things that happened through that is that the insurance industry is a small industry. We always say it's an awesome world, but the people all know each other there. The players don't change, just the team they play for. But one of the things that we did was we were in the wholesale part of it. We were helping other independent agents and agencies. And the number one question that was always asked of us is, how are you going to get me in front of more qualified prospects? And we never really had a good answer. And I'm going to say from the story, we are not a lead company, but having a platform that agents can use, and agents are basically smaller than small businesses, that can use to be able to do their data management and their marketing was super important. And that's where Leadbase was born. Our own personal story is that we were using about 8 different softwares ourselves. We were using things like HubSpot, Calendly, Lead Pages to create landing pages and funnels. We were using Calendly for an automated booking calendar. We were using HubSpot for data management. We were using let's see, Constant Contact for email campaigns. We were starting to get into Twilio to do text message marketing. What else did we have? There are a few other systems that we had. We were using SurveyMonkey. We were using something like Kajabi for courses and things like that. And then we were using Zapier to communicate between all of them. And it was a gigantic mess. We had to piece it all together. We had to keep updated with all the software. We were paying way too much money on a monthly basis for all of those different softwares, and the average agency couldn't do all that. So that's where Leadbase was born. It reduced all of those platforms into one, and that's what we got excited about. I want to be very clear. We are a startup company. The software itself has been around for a lot longer. So the team that developed it, we took the base software and then we um, developed it more and added some things to it. But the software itself is not new. Just us as as a SaaS company, we are new. So that's important differentiation to make. But the whole idea of this is that you're going to get a high level overview of Leadbase and the business partner opportunity, and we're going to walk through that. So that's kind of our story of how we got started. I appreciate you listening to that. I think that's an important component of what we're doing. And at the end of the day, I know I talked about the insurance industry, but this platform can help any small business that's out there. So let's talk about what this means for you, because at the end of the day, You're not here because of us. You're here because of you. And we think that there's 5 key points of the business partner opportunity that are important to understand. So to start off with that, our mission is to be one of the largest distribution networks in the B2B SaaS marketplace by creating the most dynamic, flexible, and accessible opportunity for our business partners. So we believe that Leadbase in general and the business partner program solves some of the biggest problems facing independent entrepreneurs and makes the SaaS marketplace accessible to newcomers. So there's 5 key points for you to understand. And number one is, in all honesty, is income. If I know there's some of you that are listening to this that are doing this just out of the goodness of your heart, you want to help people. And yes, money is the end result of helping people. As Zig Ziglar says, help enough people get to their dreams and you'll get to yours. But income is important. And without a doubt, I'll say it right now, we'll talk more about it throughout the presentation. But our goal for the business partners that work with us is to show you how you can get to 100 subscribers, which will make you over 100,000 in residual income just by finding 100 subscribers. We'll talk about those numbers okay in a second, but that's not crazy at all. And you can, whether you get there in 3 months, 6 months, a year, or 2 years, we believe that is an amazing income to make by helping just 100 businesses. So that's number one, is income. Number two is flexibility. This is a 1099 entrepreneurial, work for yourself, do it on your own platform. We're not your boss. We're not your manager. We're not here to put a thumb on you or anything like that. We're here to support you to achieve the goals and dreams that you want to, based on the time and effort and energy that you want to put into it. Yes, do we love people that want to start, full time and hit the ground running? Absolutely, but we know that that's not a reality for most people. So this is very flexible. Next one is sustainability. The SaaS marketplace is not going anywhere. In fact, it's growing rapidly. By the end of this year, it is, I'll talk about statistics there, it's going basically 25% from where it was at, which is a phenomenal number. So this is very sustainable on that side as well. Next is the type of income is residual income. It's what everyone talks about and everyone's trying to achieve within the business world. It is typically very hard to actually achieve within the business world. And that's why the type of income that we talk about here is important. So this is going to create residual income for you. And last but not least is just on the development side, the sky is the limit concept, but we believe in personal and professional development. And we think that's an important component. And one of the people that I admire when I was growing up in the sales industry, he said that one of the phrases that I heard a lot from a lot of people, this concept was, sales is not about who you are, it's about who you're willing to become. And we think that's important as well. So with that said, what we do, this is a bunch of mumbo jumbo, but at the end of the day, we help small business owners and entrepreneurs. That's what our focus is. That's why we built the software. Our focus is to change the small business landscape one entrepreneur at a time, and we do it by helping them implement a software like this that's going to save them time, effort, energy, a lot of time, and therefore dollars, which is really what affects their bottom line. So this is what we're going to be learning next. Is we're going to be talking about what is the Leedbase SaaS platform, what is the Leedbase Business Partner Program. We'll talk about the compensation part, and then we'll talk about next steps. Now, as we're going through this is, of course, a recording and a formal presentation. But the idea of it is that this is meant for your understanding. So as I'm going through this, please write down questions, and then we'll get together afterwards on a one-on-one basis to address all those questions then. All right. So what is the Leedbase SaaS platform? Let's first talk about SaaS in general. Again, SaaS stands for software as a service. One of the easiest examples of software as a service is Microsoft. So if you have Microsoft Office, Excel, Word, and all that stuff, that is a software that you yourself do not own. You don't have to do the updates and things like that, but you have online access to it, or you can download it, and through there, then you get to operate it and use it. So the SaaS marketplace worldwide is a $146 billion industry. by 2023. So yes, the end of this year, um, for those that are listening to it in this year, into 2023, it's going to be close to $195 billion industry. Like I said, this is close to 25% growth. I'm not going to bust out the calculator and do the exact math. Um, a couple of the statistics that are interesting to me too is that the average small business right now uses 8 softwares, and their average cost per user is about $2,600. So those are interesting statistics on that side, that people are spending money on it. The majority of small businesses are using some kind of software within their practice, and that is projected to keep on growing. So what does our platform do? So specifically, we are a all-in-one um, CRM and marketing platform. So our focus with the CRM side is the customer relationship management, so data management, which is super important to a business. And we also have the marketing in one place. So you might recognize a lot of these different symbols over here. So things like HubSpot, ClickFunnels, Wix, WordPress, MailChimp, Constant Contact, Calendly, the list goes on and on. Um, these are all the stuff, like for us, like we were using a lot of these different softwares, and we were paying, we were paying actually a little bit more for all those different aspects. And with our software, it is a lot more cost efficient, and it's all in one place. So you don't have to have them communicate back and forth. So what is Leadbase used for? All these different things plus a lot more. We're not going to do a demo in this. One of the next videos in this kind of course, after you look at this, is just less than 30 minutes, but it's a demo that's going to go through the entire platform from every feature that's in it, just as a high level overview. So that's where you can get a good look at what Leadbase actually does. So I'm not going to go through a lot of this in depth. But there's things like website builders, landing page builder, appointment setting software. There's the CRM portion. There's automations. There's email and text marketing. There's some impression management, reputation management software. So there's a lot of different aspects within Leadbase of what Leadbase does. Like I said, you can watch a video after this that's less than 30 minutes long that goes through pretty much every feature within Leadbase. So what of our target markets then? So as you heard from our story at the beginning, one of the main target marketplaces is the insurance and financial industry, because we know it so well. We know their pain points, we know what their problems are, we know what the solutions are, and we know where Leadbase fits in with those solutions. Because of our partnership with other companies and our relationships, one of the other industries that we know pretty well is the construction and trade industry. Specifically, one of the industry, because that's actually a larger industry, but is the roofing industry. So that's something that's interesting as well. But the reality being, to take a step back, is that this is for any small business that's out there, any of them. Now, we're not really typically going after the larger businesses. Those we absolutely can help them. But small businesses, and I'll define it this way, of really places that have like employees of 50 or less, or even say on the top end 100 or less. Um, that's really where our sweet spot is. But we can, like I said, we're adapted to do a lot more. But that's really where our sweet spot is, and what our focus is, because that's really the marketplace that needs the software the most. Those larger companies, they have the HubSpots, the Salesforce, and they're paying thousands upon thousands of dollars per month for their softwares, which that's what they're adapted for. But I'll give another example. Like I said, we've used HubSpot for many, many years. Great platform, but if you're a small business, you can very quickly get priced out of that software. When we wanted to turn on marketing, they were going to charge us over $2,000 a month just to turn on the marketing cloud, and we were already paying over $500 a month. So literally between that, we were going to be paying close to $2,500, $3,000 a month. That's a large chunk of change for a small business, and especially on the insurance agency side. I mean, that can be literally 25%, if not more, of their entire take-home salary. So I'll get off that soapbox, but our target marketplace is really any small business Those are the two that we know extremely well, but we can go after anybody else. So on the platform pricing, I'm going to jump over here really quick and talk about what I mean. But we have three different price points. So we have a 97, a 297, and a 497. So that's what you're seeing on here. I'm not going to go through this in a lot of depth right now, but the idea being is that the standard, the 97, is really just mainly the CRM portion and doing that piece. The pro version adds in things like the calendars and the website builder, social planner, and doing email marketing. And then the 497 has everything. So that's a really simple viewpoint of that. And now, just from a business partner perspective, so that you understand, very clearly, we are in the startup phase, we're in growth phase. So we are very, very open to a price flexibility and feature flexibility to be able to earn a subscriber. And that is 100% at your discretion. That's not something that you have to ask approval from. The lowest that will go is 97 for all the features. But like I said, you can kind of mix and match that, and you have the say because this is your business that you're growing. Basically, we want to give you the power to be able to do that. That if you think you can bring a subscriber on, but you're going to do it for a little less, more power to you. Uh, so that's the Leedbase pricing on that end. Let's see what's next is then on the excuse me, I apologize for that. The Leedbase business partner opportunity. Let's talk about what that actually looks like. So there's really three things that we're looking for on that end of what is your responsibility. Is number one is the acquisition piece. So it is your responsibility to do lead generation, to find the your next subscriber, to do the demo, to make the sale, to direct the person towards towards the payment and things like that. It is also your responsibility to do the support piece. Now, I'm going to mention not the technical support piece. We have a whole team for that 24/7 that's available to be able to do the technical side of it. But support from the standpoint of you're the relationship manager, you're the air traffic controller. If someone has a question, they might feel more comfortable talking with you first, but you may direct them to some other person or area of expertise depending on what they're looking for. And the third piece is retention, is you are in essence the account manager. It's your job to keep them on as long as they are a subscriber and they are paying, and you are their relationship manager, you're their account manager, you're the direct point of contact, then you keep on getting paid. We do have a contract we're not going to go through right now, but we'll send out to you as well. And in fact, is in the next module. So that's important to be able to look through. But those are the three things that are your responsibility: acquisition, support, retention. Now, with that said, there are tons of things that we're doing on a regular basis that to enhance that, to support that better. To give a couple examples of the acquisition side, I mean, we have a software that pulls information from Google and LinkedIn, in which you can find emails and phone numbers for different industries, people's websites, and things like that. We also are working with a call center to develop some of our own, hot leads and transfers. So we just added that in. So those are some of the things that we're doing. We have a lot of other advertising concepts and ideas that we're going to do, and you're going to be the one that reaps the benefit of those leads and conversations. But again, at the end of the day, the responsibility of the generation of the lead is up to you. Now, to be very direct on this side too, point blank, the most successful way for our business partners that they have made the quickest path to money and helping businesses is by doing geolocating, so doing stuff on the going on the Google, searching businesses and industries, finding those phone numbers and giving them a call. We are strictly B2B, so that makes the compliance and being able to follow those rules very easily. But Um, that's the simplest way. It's finding information, finding a business, and making phone calls and booking a demo. Now, there's of course tons of other things that you can do, and you can be creative as well. But I'm just talking about the quickest path to money, which is that. So those are the three things: acquisition, support, and retention is your responsibility. So you're your own business in the SaaS industry. You're an independent distributor. You work virtually. It's an amazing income. Like I said, really our goal for each of our business partners is to, as quickly as possible, get to 100 subscribers, which is going to translate to over $100,000 per year. And we're going to go through that in a little bit. And like I said, at the core, what we're doing is helping businesses when they truly implement software like this. And that's the key. We're not here to sell a subscriber. We want to help them implement this and understand how it affects their practice and how they can utilize it. If you can do that, then software like this could radically transform a business owner, and an entrepreneur to get to where they want to go. And that's really what we're passionate about. So, just as a goal thing, like I said, goal is to get to $100,000 of income is great. But that doesn't limit you as well. I mean, you can go to 200, 300, 1,000. I mean, you set where you want to go and how you want to build this and what income you want. And that's something that you can achieve. So we'll, whatever we can do to support you in getting there, that's what we're here for. All right. So, to talk about our goal then is within 4 years. So at the date that I'm saying this is April 18th and 2023. And our 4-year goal, so by 2027, we would like to be at 10,000 subscribers with at least an 80% retention rate. So we know that there's going to be some churn, but we're doing a lot of things to implement that concept and idea. But our goal is that 10,000 subscribers in 4 years with at least an 80% retention rate. So we feel those are aggressive goals, but with your help and supporting you, we believe that we can get there. All right, so let's talk about money, 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 money. And what that looks like. So we have 4 levels. The first, we have, just simple 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a very simple compensation model that starts off with getting 30% of whatever the gross sale is. So I'm going to round up. Again, our price points are 97, 297, and 497. For easy math, I'm just going to round up and say it's 100, 300, and 500. So as an example, if you sold a platform for the $9,700 a month, 30% of that, that's $30 a month. Sold it for 300, that's $90. Sold it for the the 497, 500, that's 150. Very simple math. As long as they are a subscriber and you are their account manager, you are going to keep on getting paid. After you get to your first 100 subscribers, and we do that based off the 297 a month subscription. So that means if you're selling it at the 97, you'll have to sell basically, in essence, 3 of those to get to the 297 equivalent gross sales. But once you get there, then at 101, you get 35%, and that's off the total amount. It doesn't cut off what you did at the first 100. You get an extra 5% bump on everything. Then when you get to 300, you're at 40%. And then later down the road, if you're just a killer in this industry and you're going leaps and bounds, you get over to 500 subscribers, we are coming out with a profit sharing program as well, in which you can take a portion of of all the subscribers within our platform. So that's super awesome. We don't have that in writing yet, but that's something that we're working on. So those are the 4 arenas, and like I said, it starts off at 30%. We add one other feature to this. So we have the 3 factors are the 30% of gross subscription sales. We have a persistency multiplier. And like I said, we have the profit sharing program, which we don't have yet. That's down the road. So this is what this looks like. So 100 subscribers at 297 equals 29,700 in monthly grocery sales. That's compensation of $8,910 per month. Um, so uh, that gets you already to that $100,000 income. But because we believe that persistency is extremely important, we also have a tiered system that's going to give you a little bit of bump as well on that multiplier. So if you have an 80% um, retention rate, then that's going to be a 0.03 multiplier, which is going to translate to another $891. And then, like I said, the profit sharing program is to be announced. So this is what that math looks like. 100 subscribers at 297, 8,910, 891 for the persistency multiplier. That equals 9,801 per month, which basically translates to, let's see, because I don't remember the math, is 117,612. So we believe that is a phenomenal income to start off with, and with at 100 subscribers. So that's really exciting. That's what our focus is. We want to get there as quickly as possible. And again, just to reiterate, the idea is that as long as you are the account manager, you are active within being the front line, answering the questions, being the relationship manager, and they are still a subscriber. They pay every month or a year, however they want to do it, then you will continue to get paid. So if a business partner signs up 100 subscribers on the Leedbase platform, retention rate of 80%, that's what that translates to. This is completely virtual. You can do this from anywhere. I suppose it's mentioned too, like I said, one of our focus is the United States, but this software can be used in Europe, Latin America, Canada, anywhere. So there's no actually business lines on this end. There's some countries that restrict some of the features, like the text messages and email campaigns and following those guidelines and rules, but it's wide open. There are no costs to this, so that's extremely important to mention too. We are not a network marketing company. You don't have to pay to be part of our platform. You pay with your blood, sweat, and tears. Hopefully not tears, but too many tears. But there are no costs to start with this. There's no licenses needed. And we mentioned that just because of our experience in the insurance industry. The training is very simple of getting started. And again, like I said, no cost, no licenses. So all you're looking to is spend your time and your energy to get this going. So with that said, that is a very high level overview of the business partnership platform. Again, we're really excited about. We would love to have a conversation and work with you. But that is the very high level overview. In the next module is the demo. So it's a little less than 30 minutes. It's going to go through every feature of Leedbase. Once you do this, mark this as complete. Go on to the next step of watching the demo. And then after that, you'll go to the third and final step, which is actually viewing the contract. After you've done all of that and you've marked them as complete, we've already invited you to the, in essence, we call it our boot camp. But it's a couple hours long, and we do one every single week. And so you're invited to the next one, but we will check to see if you've completed these 3 steps. Watch this, the business partner opportunity presentation, watch the demo, and at least review the contract. You don't have have the contract signed at that point in case you have questions. But you have to at least view it and download it. Those are the 3 things that you have to be able to do to be part of the boot camp. So we really look forward to seeing you in the boot camp. Review all this information. If you have any individual questions, we would love to set up an individual meeting as well to answer all those questions and move forward to the next step. But we believe in this opportunity. We're really looking forward to, again, working with you and the opportunity of that and supporting you and getting you to where you want to go and where you can help other small businesses get to where they want to go. With that said, make it an absolutely wonderful day, and we will talk with you soon.